All right, you guys, I am back for a recap of Queen Sugar. You guys, this episode was really good. This episode, Charlie was finally opening the Queen Sugar mill for all the black farmers to come and be treated fairly and equally, okay? And there's a lot of pressure. There's a reporter that, I don't know what magazine he came from, but there's a reporter there to basically do a story on her and the opening of the mill. And this reporter is so fucking obnoxious. Every time she says, I'm doing this for my father, I'm doing this so he can have, a better legacy, whatever. He just doesn't believe it. He thinks that there's more to the story. And it's like there's always more to the story, but that doesn't mean I want you to put it in your fucking article. It doesn't mean that it's any of your fucking business. It was very annoying. As a journalist, it was very annoying how that reporter was the entire time this episode was taking place. At first, it starts off with just an interview in her office and him, it's so unfortunate that Davis wasn't here. Like, he really wants her to talk about Davis and the situation with him. And it's like, that's not what this is about. Charlie really did open this mill because she wanted other black farmers to have the chance that her father didn't, which is to thrive in their businesses without racism, classism, and assholes fucking it up because they want to monopolize the mill business and make it hard for black farmers whose land they want to actually be able to work their land. This was really what that was about. And she's a perfectionist, and her father passed away. And, she wasn't there when he passed away. She was going through everything with Davis. So this is very serious for her. Exactly why? Because of her dad. And the reporter did not seem to understand that. He aggravated me the whole fucking episode. Meanwhile, Nova finds a paycheck for $600 in her father's desk after she and Ralph Angel look at the new headstone that was laid at his grave with his name on it. And he mad because Charlie wasn't there. But it's like, nigga, man up. That girl doing something big right now. Let her prepare for the opening of that mill. She'll be here. Y'all act like she ain't gonna never make it back to the fucking house. It's on the property. Ralph Angel just be low-key hating. Anyway, so she sees this $600 check and sets out to find out where this check came from. And she finds out that her daddy was working as a custodian. I forgot that we knew about that. They just didn't know about that. And she is really feeling some type of way about it. She tells Ralph Angel and Prosper about it. And Prosper says that he knew he was moonlighting but didn't know what he was doing. And it's a disgrace to them to have him not be a farmer, to have him not do what he always wanted to do, cleaning up after other folks. And doing it all for Ralph Angel, because inside his little locker was a picture of Blue. And he was holding that job down so he can help take care of Blue while Ralph Angel was in jail and out here doing God knows what. Speaking of Ralph Angel being out here doing God knows what, y'all remember he robbed a convenience store last season and got away with it. Well, he just so happens to walk into another convenience store with the same girl behind the counter, and she notices him and says how she lost her job because of him. And I'm like, bitch, you working at another convenience store. Calm down, okay? Calm the fuck down. And that's so unrealistic. Nobody would really do that. Like, because you be scared they might come back and kill your ass. You will get killed in New Orleans. So nobody's going to be like, I remember you. You robbed the last store I worked at. I couldn't get another job until now that I'm working at another convenience store. Bitch, shut the fuck up. Okay, that made me so mad. That was just a moment where you realize that Ralph Angel, even though he is making so many steps forward, the shit can all be taken away like that if somebody decides to come knocking on the door about that fucking robbery. Y'all know Darla has been working as an assistant for Charlie, and she's doing a really great job, okay? And she spilled some coffee on her shirt, and so, Charlie tells her, girl, please go get something out of my closet and, find something to wear. They go through the mill, they open the mill. Everybody's there. It's a really great occasion. They put the sugar cane in the little machine, the mill machine, as the first time. Ralph Angel goes up there, puts the sugar in there. Some of the black farmers come and put the sugar cane in there. And so we're just waiting for the sugar to come out, and everybody's partying and having a good time. And Ralph Angel walks up to Darla and says, you working for, now you gotta be looking like her. I'm like, if that ain't some New Orleans nigga shit, shut your ass up. Ralph Angel, she was like, Ralph Angel, I spilled something on my shirt. Okay, I had to put something on. And he was like, you do look good though. I'm like, definitely a New Orleans nigga type thing. This alarm starts to go off, right? And everybody's like, what the fuck is going on? Bam, 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 bam. So they run to the back where the sugar is supposed to be coming out, and apparently there's just some blockage. It happens, okay? And Charlie completely flips the fuck out and starts to try to get the block out herself instead of letting the workers who are there do it. Remy's like, come on, you can let them do it. It's okay, calm down. That reporter is lurking. Darla is on the job and tells him this is a private area, get your ass from back here, but it's too late. He already sees it. Before it even started, he was questioning Remy and Charlie about their relationship. And it's like, what the fuck is the deal? Is this a tabloid? Is this a blog, or is this a fucking article? As a journalist, the biggest story to me is the fact that she's the first black woman to put together a cane plantation mill. That is the bigger story than, oh, you in your feelings because your husband cheated on you. I'm sorry, but that's not the bigger story. So this was really fucking aggravating to me to watch. And she has this breakdown, and Nova takes her to the side, because y'all know Nova is always the one that's going to put the arms around you, okay, and calm your ass down. And in the process of Nova calming Charlie, and Charlie says that, you know, her father called her and she didn't come. And then he died, you know, and this promise she made was after he passed away. So she's feeling bad about that. Well, Nova said, I can't even remember the last time I talked to Daddy. And then you see Charlie hold Nova's hands, and it was just like this transference of comfort. And then you just see them looking at each other, and it was just, y'all, it was a great moment. Like, this television show does some really great shit with the acting, with the show, period. It's just beautifully done sometimes, and that was definitely a beautiful moment. And Nova takes Micah to the side and talks to him, because he's like, Mom's always tripping out, and he was like, she is doing something huge, and it's meant a lot to her, and she is a perfectionist, but cut your mom some slack, you know what I mean? And then we see the reporter. The reporter walks up to Charlie after she's, you know, regained herself and pulled herself together. And he's like, you okay? Are you really okay? And it's like, don't fucking try to act like you care if I'm okay. Talking about, you know, well, I did notice it. I did see what happened. So you can't tell me not to write about it because that's what I saw. She tells him that this is about my father. This is about his legacy. And he's like, yeah, but there's something more to the story. And it's like, yeah, nigga, I was on my period the whole time. Like, what the fuck do you want to know like that? So she just tells him, look, write the story about the mill, and then I will give you the exclusive when Davis and I announce our divorce. And it's like, ooh, he's all, you know, happy now. And it's like, oh, fuck ass thing. So anyway, the family decides to go and have like a super duper church day. And they go visit the gravestone that was just laid on their daddy's grave. And have a moment with him and with his spirit and their family and everything. And then they go back home to have dinner. And Blue noticed that his doll doesn't have the same birthmark that he gave her anymore. And he's like, did I do something wrong? Did Kenya do something wrong? And Ralph Angel was like, no, you didn't do nothing wrong. Your doll got thrown away and we bought you another one. I'm sorry, Blue. And he hugs him. And in the hug, Blue asks him, he's like, Daddy, why did that lady at the store call you a liar? And he responds, he's like, I ain't lying no more. You know, I'm not lying no more. And I don't know what that means. But I hope that don't mean you about to go to the jail and be like, yeah, I robbed this store a couple of months ago. Take me in, copper. I hope that's not what that means. But it was an emotional moment for Ralph Angel, realizing there's more that has to change. Which pissed me off when he decided to sit at this fucking table and use this opportunity to tell his family that the daddy left a will saying that the mill was just his. And I'm going to tell you why it made me mad that he did it. Because what if something happens to you? That girl just saw your face again. What if she calls the cops? What if you get arrested? Who's going to take care of the fucking plantation? You know what I'm saying? Like, he just has so many things going on right now. I almost feel like regardless of what your daddy wanted, this is the best that this situation could have played out, because you need Charlie, because Charlie's not going to get arrested anytime soon. She's still going to be able to run everything if something happens to you. And I just kind of felt like this was so stupid of him to sit there and feel like the thing he was lying about, but it just shows that it was really eating him up. But I'm not sure if this was coming from a place of pride or coming from a place of actually I need to be honest, you know. But he's crying and shit and tells them that the mill was that the plantation was supposed to just be left to him. And Nova gets mad and Charlie gets mad, and Charlie automatically is like, so you use me? And Darla's like, that is not what he was doing. That is not fair. And I'm like, girl, you better take up for your man. But Hollywood was like, girl, It's best for us to stay out of this. And it's true. Stay out of it. This ain't for y'all. Okay, the four of them can talk this out. Between Aunt Vi, Charlie and Nova, and Ralph Angel, we do not need no input from Darla. Be quiet. Nova says, you know, Daddy was cleaning up behind people, washing floors and shit, working as a janitor so that he can take care of your son. Did all of that for you. And you come out and tell us that he only left the meals to you. It seems selfish to them, I think. And I didn't feel that way. I didn't feel that that's what Ralph Angel was trying to do. After, you know, the scene had taken place, I just kind of felt like he was trying to be honest. I didn't like Charlie's I'm being used for my money shit, because it's like, bitch, what are you talking about? You know, you uprooted your family. It was an easy thing for you to do because of what had already happened to you. If it wasn't for the mill, if it wasn't for the plantation, you probably would have gone fucking crazy trying to keep control of that fucked up ass marriage of yours. This gave you something else to do, to take your energy and put it somewhere else so that you wouldn't feel the brunt of all of that pain. Because I'm sure if she was just sitting at home in her everyday life having to deal with what happened between her and Davis, they might still be together. There might still be trust issues. There might still be anger. But her coming out and having to create something of her own in this way, I felt was a therapeutic situation for Charlie. And it brought their family together. It really was the best thing that could have happened, even though it seems that they don't see it that way. And Nova gets up and storms off and she's about to leave. And Aunt Vi is like, sit your ass down. Ain't nobody leaving until we rectify the situation. Nobody's going anywhere. We got to deal with this mess. And I'm like, thank you, Aunt Vi. Snap up, Aunt Vi. Snap up. That was everything that happened on Queen Sugar. Hope y'all enjoyed the review. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.
On my hood, I look fly, I look good. Touch my